Hi golfers, Nick here from Untitled Golf. It's Friday, so welcome to another lesson on golf tips. This week on golf tips, we're going to talk about the lower body movement in the golf swing, so the feet, the knees and the hips, and also I'm going to share with you a drill to help with the lower body movement in the follow through using this walk ball. So first of all, just going to answer a question I had from Paul in my last video. The last video we talked about the forearm rotation in the golf swing. If you haven't seen that video, please check it out. I'll link it in the description below. But after that video, not really related to that video, but Paul asked me a question about the left knee movement. So I've covered this in other videos briefly. We're going to talk about the whole lower body movement today and sort of try and cover the left knee movement. At the end I'm going to show that drill. So basically, at setup, this is really important. When you take your address position, both feet should be flared out slightly. So you can see here, both my feet are flared out roughly 20 degrees roughly, not dead straight. And I see a lot of golfers with their feet dead straight, and the problem with that is the knees are straight and it makes it very difficult to, number one, turn with your feet straight and your knees straight, but two, it also puts pressure on your knees because as you hit through, you're going to end up sort of spinning out of it, and it's going to put a lot of stress on your knees. So when you set up, both knees and feet should be sort of flared out. So my feet roughly 20 degrees and my knees slightly as well. And that's quite important. That's going to help with the rotation and taking stress off the knees. So that's the first key point. In terms of the knee movement, I've talked about this a little bit before, about how flexing the left knee and straightening the right knee can help you turn your hips. So if you look from down the line view, as I swing back, as I start, this right knee begins to straighten, this left one begins to flex forward. They both happen at the same amount gradually throughout the course of the backswing. So if I was hitting a wedge, I may have a shorter swing and you may see less daylight between the knees. If I was hitting the driver, you'll probably see the most. So the longer the swing, the more the knee flex should change. And if you do it correctly, the hips should be turning on a tilted angle. They shouldn't be turning level to the ground. I see that's one of the biggest mistakes I see, is golfers sort of turning level to the ground rather than allowing that back leg to straight, so the hips turn on that tilted angle. The more that back leg straights, the more this hips turns, the more easy it is to turn your shoulders, greater freedom of movement for your left arm, the most power you can create in the golf swing. Keeping the knee bent really restricts. So in terms of the left knee, it's important the left foot's flared and the right, left knee slightly out, but as you swing back, you want to feel like your left knee is sort of going over your left foot. So as opposed to moving in this way, which would move probably too much lower body weight away from the target, so it'd be too much of a sway, you want to feel like that left knee sort of flexes forward, almost over the left foot is probably sort of the right sensation that you want to get. So in terms of the drill, which I'm going to show you, one of the biggest issues I see in golfers as they swing through, they spin out the shot, their chest moves forward, stays in flexion. That's going to encourage sort of a steep angle attack, it's going to encourage low ball flight and weak golf shots. If you look at the best golfers, they hit through, their body extends up from their lower body all the way up through their chest, up to the neck. That's the sort of look we want to try and get. It's important when we do that, that we don't keep too much knee flex and this foot doesn't spin out. This is what the water bottle drill's for. So this is a great drill. If you're finding, as you swing through, you're not moving the weight through enough, your right foot's probably, or your back foot is probably, as you come down, it's probably sort of spinning out that way. And if you do that, you're going to struggle to move your weight through. You look at some of the best golfers, I'm going to put some videos on the screen here, but as you watch them, as they move through, their foot sort of banks in this way, and they end up on their toe. They don't spin out of it that way and hit the bottle over. So putting a bottle there is a good sort of visual aid to try and help you get the right foot movement in the golf swing. So ideally, as we hit through, we want our legs pushing up. So if you look at my belt buckle here, it is actually raising up as it goes through. You can see I'm straightening my legs. That's really key. You don't want to stay flexed as you hit through. You want to be sort of straightening the whole body. But the reason that I don't lift my head is because I've got this degree of hip slide as I hit through, and that's really key. Look at some of the best golfers as they hit through. They look like this at this point. They don't look like that, you're going to move the weight back, hit the bottle over. So for the drill, put the bottle sort of on your back foot, just off the heel, and the idea is you want to try and hit these shots without knocking the bottle over. So let's try and give it a go. Pretty good there. You can see as I've hit through, my belt buckle's up, I've not hit the bottle, so my foot's moved through like this. Like I said, if you're doing it incorrectly, you're going to hit that bottle over. So if you can, try and practice, maybe grab sort of like a 8 or a 9 iron to start with. Maybe just do some half swings, just concentrating on, first of all, just doing some practice swings, just making sure as you hit through, you're pushing the weight through, and you're moving that right foot, banking it in this way, not sort of spinning out of it. If you can do that, you're going to move the weight better through the swing, you're going to create more power, you're going to create more extension in the whole body. So one more time. Bottle back of the, towards the heel. Hopefully I don't hit it. So you saw there, both those shots there, I missed the bottle. And that's what some of the best golfers do, is they hit through, they're really pushing up, the belt's raising, the hips are pushing forward, creating extension. The extension comes from the whole body, right from the legs, all the way up through the hips and through the chest. So golfers, give that drill a go. If you're finding you've got too much weight on the back leg, put the bottle there and practice that drill. So golfers, if you've got any questions on that, post them in the box below. If you can, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. Also give the video a thumbs up, that really helps me. Also follow me on my other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.